What's up, YouTube? Thanks so much for joining today. A little bit of a different one here today. I wanted to run down top to bottom my top 10 favorite Evolving Skies cards. And then also, in addition to that, I wanted to go ahead and take a look at what the prices of PSA 10 versions of these cards are going in their Japanese forms, what they're going for in a PSA 10. That way we could sort of see, all right, where's the value in this set? What are we trying to chase? Because there's a lot of options. It's a very massive set, and so I thought this would be a really cool video for us. And so let's get into it. All right, so first off, we have this amazing, and my computer's over here, so I'm just gonna be looking over here, but we have this amazing Rayquaza VMAX full art card. This is a special art card, as you can see. I think it was 83 out of 67 in the Japanese set, Blue Skystream. And so this card right here is really, really cool. We can see how Rayquaza's gliding around in the trees, which is just absolutely crazy. You know, the little VMAX cloud going over him. But this is probably what I would consider to be the chase card. I think this is going to be the biggest one. I'll show you when we get into the prices of what this is doing on the market there with the Japanese one. But this card is absolutely stunning in every way, and I really do think that it's going to be the #1 card to look for. All right, so next up, I know this is Evolving Skies, and so what we have here is a lot of the evolutions. We've got our Umbreon VMAX right here, which I think is also just another stunning card. It kind of reminds me of like the Starry Night painting, which is really cool. So this card right here, I think, is going to be a massive hitter. You can definitely see, if you're looking at the prices of this card in the Japanese set from the EV Heroes set, because Evolving Skies is going to be Blue Skystream, Towering Perfection, and then the EV Heroes. So it's going to be all three of those sets, all three of those Japanese sets in one set. So it's going to be a pretty big set. But you can definitely see the prices on the evolutions are pretty crazy. The prices on EV Heroes like $150 or $160 a box right now, which is insane. But this is a stunning card. Obviously, I don't need to say much more about it. It's an absolutely wonderful card. It's going to definitely be a big chase card for you. And if the quality has been, you know, with the quality of the cards, when you're looking at like Chilling Reign, you're looking at Battle Style, some of the newer sets, if the quality isn't as good in this set here, Evolving Skies, this could potentially be a really difficult card to grade in a 10, or a semi-difficult card to grade in 10. And so this could be a pretty valuable card in English. All right, so up next we have another Rayquaza card. This is the Rayquaza V, which is, I actually really like this card a lot, and it's a stunning card. I really don't know anything about the pricing on this one, but we can take a look together. This card right here, you can see obviously with Zinnia as she's kind of walking with her Whismur, which is just a stunning card. But yeah, this is a sick card. Special art cards are really becoming, they're kind of all the rage. So the special art card like this, where with Rayquaza just flying, gives you a perspective of how big he is. Zinnia there walking. This is just a massive hitter. This is going to be a big card. Up next, now these are just like, this is my list, okay? So your list might be a little different. This is my list, so you know, don't hate at me, or do hate at me, I don't know. Right here we have this Sylveon VMAX. This is gonna be a huge card. You can see Eevee's up here in the background. You can see Marshadow in there, and then there's just tons of Eevees. So like one there. There's a Vaporeon right there. This card is, I love the cartoon design. It really reminds me of the anime, and I think that people are really starting to like that anime style, and so this is definitely a big one. So you can also see there's some texture in the sky, which is absolutely, you know, beautiful. So that definitely is going to be just a stunning card all around. At number 5, we have this Umbreon V full art card. You can see Pinsir and Grimmsnarl, and I think there's another Pinsir right there. This is just an amazing card. The evolution, the special art thing going on. Umbreon's obviously looking boss as ever with the moon in the background, showing you that it is nighttime. Kind of reminds me of like Diagon Alley from Harry Potter. Just beautiful card. I think this is going to be a big hitter as well. In keeping with the theme of Rayquaza and just Rayquaza being kind of the thing that you want, this card right here, this Rayquaza Rainbow Rare. Now I know Rainbow Rares have kind of gotten a little bit of heat recently. You know, people aren't really liking them as much. But this card right here, I think people are going to be very happy to get. It is going to be rarer than getting the full art version of it, or at least I think. Up next, another stunning evolution card. As you can see, this is a Sylveon V, and you can see she's in the bakery handing out cupcakes. This is a great looking card. I think people are gonna really like this. Again, cartoony style. You know, I think people are really gonna resonate with that, the anime style here, and this is gonna be an absolutely stunning card. Definitely made my top 10. All right, so there's a few reasons why this Glaceon card made the top 10 for me. I think it's number 8. Yeah, so number 8 on the list here is this Glaceon VMAX. It has Meryl and Pikachu on it. So like, to me, and I think that's Pancham right there. So I mean, to me, that is just gonna be awesome. I mean, people love Pikachu, obviously. People love Meryl. Got that Pika Blue thing going on from back in the day. But yeah, I mean, this card right here, what I like about it, it has other Pokemon that are popular. And so I know folks that are Pikachu collectors, people who like Pikachu, people who like Meryl, they're gonna be looking for this card as well. Obviously Glaceon's looking really good, and that nice cartoony style that I've been referring to this whole video, but it's a beautiful looking card, and I think it's gonna be a big hitter. Up next, now I know some of you guys, many of you Dragonite fans have probably been wondering why I haven't put this card a little higher, and I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm not holding it and I can't see it. The background's just kind of lackluster for me. I mean, I like the card fine, it's not bad. Dragonite looks really good, but I don't know, like, I've got to see this card in person, I think, because I can't really make out what this is. I guess it's just clouds. You know, you see your Spearows and Fearows, which I really do like that part of it, but I do feel like they could have done a little bit better on this card. It's still really cool, and you know, I'll still be really happy to pull it, but you know, if I do pull it. But yeah, this made the top 10 in the fact that it is a Dragonite to me. All right, now rounding out the top 10, this is Leafeon VMAX. This is going to be an insane card right here. I do love the texture of it. I love that background. I love the sky. I love the fact that you can see some texture in the eyes of Leafeon, and just what, you know, Leafeon's just bundling up that hay. So this is a really cool card. It's also a VMAX. I definitely leaned toward the VMAX side of things, because VMAXs are harder to pull than the Vs. And so getting a VMAX special art is just going to be kind of the creme de la creme. You know, you're definitely going to be happy about that. So we had a couple honorable mentions that I wanted to mention here. Number one, obviously all of the full art trainers. If you look at the full art trainers here, you've got Roma Lady, you've got Copycat, Gordy, Rayhan, and Zinnia's Resolve. Zinnia is going to be a big one. People really do like Zinnia. And then the fact that Zinnia is on the Rayquaza card, I think people are going to be really, I think she's going to be a one that people like from this set a lot. The Copycat I thought was really cool, because it's got obviously Marnie Copycat, a Rose Copycat, and a Leon Copycat, which is just hilarious. I like kind of reminds me of like Halloween or something, so I'm definitely down for that one. And then the Aroma Lady is going to be one that people go for. I mean, they're going to do the whole waifu thing, I'm sure. To me, I mean, full art trainers, I like them okay. They're definitely not, you know, I don't know. I have like a thing in my heart about them where I don't know, they're fine. You know, a lot of people like full art trainers. You can definitely like what you want. I would probably rather, like, if I sold, like, let's say for example I graded this and it was a PSA 10 and I could trade this for some high grade of like a Japanese Neo set something or other, like a Shining Tyranitar PSA 9 or something like that. You know, down the line, if I could make a trade like that, I totally would, because I just, you know, full art trainers are fine, but I'm really in it for the Pokemon. So, you know, basically on the honorable mentions list, the full art supporters are really solid in this set. Looks like Zinnia is going to be the big one. Aroma Lady also probably be pretty big, but I know Rayhan's also a pretty popular gym leader. So I think from Sword and Shield, yeah. So Sword and Shield gym leader, Dragon type gym leader. So we'll see. Some of the other special arts are also on here as honorable mentions. Let's start with this Noivern. Looks like Batman jumping from skyscraper to skyscraper in Gotham City. This is also really cool. So this Duraludon V is really neat, because, you know, obviously you've got Rayhan right there with him, and they're, you know, piling up food on a plate, which I'm kind of wondering, like, I don't know if that's like meat, but like, or I guess that's stew right there. They're making soup, but like, what are they putting in that? Is it berries? Like, what is it? Is it slowpoke tail? Like, I'm not really sure. But I like how you can see Rotom on that too. This one is beautiful, and I love it. I don't know how it will score on the value chart, just because, you know, it is a Duraludon, right? So it's a new Pokemon, and newer Pokemon don't tend to do very well at first. It takes a little bit of time for people to fall in love with them. So this one right here, I like the card a lot. I like the tree texture. I'm really excited if I ever do pull this to see it in person. I think it's going to be a beautiful card, but I think it's going to take a little bit of time. Definitely an honorable mention for me. And then some of the other honorable mentions that I didn't were just the V, you know, the V evolutions. So you had the V evolutions right here. We had the Leafeon, the Glaceon, the Espeon. This one I was really tempted to put in my top 10, but I didn't, because I figured that if Espeon, there's a chance that Espeon VMAX special art will be in the top 10 if and when the set comes out. No one's confirmed whether or not the VMAX Espeon special art will actually be in the set. It was a promo in the Sword and Shield era, so I'm not sure if it will be in the set or not. The other ones, obviously the Galark V, really cool card. You know, you have Galark holding the log, which is just, I mean, that's hilarious. And then you've got this Metacham, which is really cool. If you look at it from afar, Metacham's legs look like a kidney bean. But it's still cool. Metacham's cool. I play Pokemon Go, so Metacham is a very usable Pokemon, and so I've gotten to know Metacham a little bit. I do like him a lot. The full art's also really nice. The Suicune is a really big hit. I'm not sure what this is going to be like, you know, how rarity-wise. If this is a pretty rare card, I could see this being very valuable in a graded PSA 10 form. I can also see the evolutions like Umbreon and Sylveon being pretty big, but you know, it'll be interesting to see what the pull rates are on the full arts. And last but not least, I just wanted to take a quick look at eBay and see what we've got going on here. So when I go on eBay, guys, what I like to do, and actually I'm really excited to do this video because I wanted to show you what I do and what I like to kind of look at when I'm going on eBay. But Rayquaza VMAX PSA 10, and so what I do to pull up closed sales is I just scroll down and I hit where it says show only, completed items, sold items, right? So then I scroll up and I just take a look from top to bottom in sequential order. This is actually all listings, sold listings, and this is ended recently. So the last one to sell is the one that it shows you first. And it looks like we have a couple here. So this is a PSA 10. So for $11.76, so over $1,000 for this Blue Sky Stream, which, you know, this card is it's way easier to grade in a PSA 10 in the Japanese traditionally, because they know how to make cards properly and they really make them very nice. But this was interesting here. This one's $14.55. Really good picture of this card. Like, the person who sold this did a really nice job, like, taking good pictures of it, right? Like, I was looking at this one, took really good pictures of it. So usually when you take good pictures, you get a nice result on the price. The next one I wanted to look at was the Umbreon VMAX. So let's take a look at that. And this is going to be for sold listings as well. And these ones you can't really see. So $13.75 is what they wanted. $1,400 is what they wanted there. This one did close for $1,400. This was on the 2nd of August. So interesting. Let's see if we have any others. That's a nice grade there on that. Umbreon VMAX regular. But let's see here. So this one didn't get what they wanted, $1,300. So looking like it's going to be over $1,000 there pretty consistently. At least last week it was. And then these two closed, but they looks like they accepted a best offer. All right, so the next one that I'm curious about is the Sylveon. So let's look at the Sylveon VMAX and see. So this one's actually going. Yep. So this one, wow, holy cow! July 30th. Someone paid almost $3,000 for that. That's insane. I don't know. Some of this, sometimes you just never know. Like, if you take, what I like to do is take kind of take it with a grain of salt, right? Like look at this one here. So you got 1225. You've got one that looks like that was accepted lower than 1250. One that was 1300, 1250. So there's a good assortment of grades. Now a lot of these are coming back 10s from the EV Hero set because again, they're very, very well, you know, they do a really good job with their cards in Japan. All right, so one of the ones I'm kind of interested in here is the Rayquaza V, and this will be the last one we look at. So the Rayquaza V, oh, I'm spelling that wrong. Rayquaza V PSA 10. Let's take a look and just see. There might not be any out there. Like it's not likely. It's a new set. Maybe no one's graded one yet. I'm not seeing any. All right, so we probably won't see that just yet. So let's look up the next one, which is the Umbreon V. So the Umbreon V has been out long enough. There's got to be some of those sold. So yeah, $629.99 is the latest sold, and then we had a $699 best offer accepted in June. Wow, so it's been a little while. So August 4th, $629.999, which actually isn't surprising because PSA has been pretty much closed. So it's not super surprising that people aren't grading, but. Hey, thank you so much for coming today. Thank you so much for checking this video out. If you like this content, you like this kind of content, let me know. I'll do more of it. If you hated it, let me know. I'll do less of it. Thank you so much for coming today. If you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.